Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Sir David the Bard, the headless houseman, horseman, I don't know, but give me that beer. And my fist over there. Where's that beer? Alright, listen, I wanted to do a video today, and it's very seldom that I have anything to say good about the Mormon Church, as some of you might already know. However, the Bard don't lie. I just can't lie. There's something inside of me that I just can't lie. So I have to tell both sides of the story. Both sides. And then, of course, you, my audience, you're smart enough to make up your own mind, okay? I had a situation. One of my daughters called me and said one of my grandchildren, Bella Bear, Bella's so damn funny, anyway, that she was doing this. And I go, holy crap. So I got in my car, and, here in Kangaroo City, it's a hell of a drive to the United States, but hell, if it's my grandchild. And I think she likes her grandpa. I don't know. Just because she runs and never is around me, I don't think that has anything to do with her real feelings. So I went down, and, I've had 14 kids of my own. I never had one shaking with that kind of epilepsy and or now more than trembling. I know what trembling is as a diabetic. You can get your fingers trembling if you're a little bit low on sugar. But I looked at him and I said, hell, there's something wrong with this kid. Now that's what the doctor does. Hell, something's wrong with this kid. That'll be $150. Bring her back in 6 months and we'll charge you another $150. So I don't screw around when it comes to my kids. Even the ones that love their underwear more than their father, I took care of them just like I take care of this little girl, and she's only a granddaughter. So I said, we're going to the best. We ain't going to St. George doctors, not that there's anything wrong with being gay, no. I said, we're going to Primary Children's Hospital, and they go, Bard, my daughter and my son-in-law said, that's a Mormon place. I said, I know. I will put on an old pair of garments and then just go in like this. I go, jeez. So I said, I've had 2 hospital experiences with children. One was Boston's Children's Hospital, probably the finest in the world, but Primary Children's Hospital, probably second in the world. And so I drove from Kangaroo City to St. George. Is about 8 hours round trip. So anyway, I'm too old for that shit, but not with a kid. Not with a kid. So we got in there to Primary Children's Hospital, and before we went, and I took Bella aside and I said, listen, I said, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. I know you're embarrassed. She's 4 years old. Very mature for her age. She's just very embarrassed that this is going on, because she's a normal, healthy little girl, and then it's just started in 1 or 2 days, and it's just like an epilepsy, standing up and down all day long. And so anyway, she and I just kind of have a little bit of a communication. Yeah, we play like grandpa and the granddaughter. But there's times that we look at each other and she says, I'm trusting your ass. The Bard should know. This is shit. Fix me. So we went to the hospital. And I got to say positive things here. If there's positive things, I'm going to say it, damn it. I'm not a person that is going to be one-sided and not have an open mind. It was beautiful inside. It was spacious and very, very clean. Now, Primary Children's, I'm sure, is Joint Commission accredited, which is the highest accreditation you can get as a hospital. And we went in, and they went through the triage and tried to figure out, what doctors need to see her. Now, this is a hospital, folks, that is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 100%. They can do an open heart surgery at 2 o'clock in the morning. They can do an amputation at noon. This hospital is in full operation 24/7. And I told Bella, I said, there's going to be some kids here that are going to come in by helicopter. And she said, well, I want to ride the helicopter. I said, not that one you don't. That one you don't ever want to ride. Well, we were there not more than an hour. Sure enough, here comes the helicopter right in, lands on the roof, pulls out a little child, takes it inside. It is the finest hospital for children in the world. In the world. I have to say, somehow the Mormons screwed up here. They spent their money well. It ain't a damn mall. It ain't, empty buildings. It's not silly little boys and girls with badges on knocking on third world country doors that have no doors. So anyway, they took her in and they did a little bit of testing for neuropathy and a few things, and then they gave her a little, I think it was a half a teaspoon of cough syrup or something. And she took it, and then she looked up at the nurse and she said, I still got it. That didn't fix me. Now you can tell she's the Bard's genealogy. And I said, Bella, it was just the cough medicine. They haven't worked on you yet. Oh, okay. Because it didn't work, Grandpa. We'll get it. We'll get it, damn it. I promised you, and I stay good on my promises. So anyway, they took her in. I had to go home because I had kids at home, and her parents stayed there and stayed overnight. That hospital brought in an extra bed for the father to sleep in the child's room. The mother slept in the bed with the baby. And when I got there the next day, there were like 9 people in the room. 3 of them were neurologists. One was a regular doctor, Bella's doctor, and 2 or 3 others were specialties from other fields, from the laboratory and whatever. And the gist of the matter was that the doctor was sitting on the bed. They have a policy at this hospital, and it's through the Mormon Church, that anyone who's in authority never stands over you and looks down at you like you're inferior. The nurse was sitting on the bed. The pharmacist came in and sat right down on the couch, just like they're your friends. Just like they're your friends. And I came in and I was asking some hard questions. And I said to her little doctor, what does she have? She says, well, she has tics. And I said, okay, how did she get them? And when's she going to get rid of them? What do we do? She says, well, she may outgrow them. They sometimes come and go after 4 years old. But we do have some medication that will take care of her. I said, okay, good. So anyway, I'm not going to go in a blow-by-blow situation with LDS Primary Children's Hospital, but I am going to say little Bella went home the next day, and I had her in my lap, and her trembling and spasms, muscle spasms, were greatly reduced. She had been on her medication 2 hours. So I want to say a good thing about the Mormon Church. They invented and fund Primary Children's Hospital. I remember when I was a small child, under 7 or 8, we used to save pennies. A penny parade or something like that we put our money in a can and it went to the Primary Children's Hospital. Well, nowadays, a penny's not going to go very far up there. I'm sure in a day they spent $3,000 to $5,000 with the testing that went on with that little girl. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. The Mormon Church, to me, is a cult. And cults can do good things. Cults can do good things. Overall, they're a bad thing. But this Primary Children's Hospital met every expectation that any parent could have. They gave Bella a little dog, and her and I were throwing the damn dog across the room, watching it land. She could do belly landings, I could do back landings on the dog. And and Bella was sitting there in bed, about ready to beat this charge, and I said, now Bella, one thing you have to learn about a hospital, it costs so damn much money to be here. You can have any food you want. What do you want? Jello. What color? Orange. Nurse! Orange Jello for the Bella Bear. She went right out and got it, brought it back, and Bella was amazed that she could order like a restaurant. We ate in their cafeteria, very reasonably priced, very clean. Everybody courteous. Now, I'll tell you something I've never seen. I'm going on 66 here. When I had a question about the medication, it wasn't 6 minutes. The pharmacist came into the room and he sat down on the bed and face to face, eye to eye, knee to knee, shoulder to shoulder. Even the Pele air was going to start to come out of me here. And he answered as clearly as anyone has ever answered how this medication works, when it works, how to give it to her, how long to watch it, do we need to up the dosage. I just can't say enough about the way this hospital treats children. So, you know, the Danites will probably take a break. It won't kill me today. I've got the alarm set, though, so if they come in here, you know, I got kangaroos with AK-47 sitting there in the living room. But anyway, I just wanted to say a good thing. The Mormon Church and Primary Children's Hospital is certainly a badge on Monson's collar. Now, he's got ring around the collar because he doesn't feed poor kids, and I don't know how they're going to handle the bill over there. St. Jude's and others will treat any child, even if they don't have insurance, but I think Primary Children's is going to be somewhat similar. So, anyway, if you get a chance to donate to Primary Children's, I'm going to. I'm going to put it on the back of the check, not for Monson's salary, not for City Creek Mall, for only sick children at Primary Children's Hospital. So anyway, it was a positive experience. I'm glad. That's why I haven't been on my program here. I've had her and her parents staying here in the house, and oh God, I've had, you know, contractors in here constantly trying to do their job right the fourth or fifth time. So anyway, a compliment to the Mormon Church. They deserve it. They earn it. They really ought to do something like that with feeding the poor and being what they say, Christian. You know, what would Christ do? Well, I think Christ would, you know, I don't know, because I'm atheist. You guys know that. I don't know. I don't know why Christ let the kids get sick in the first place. But anyway, it's a test. It's a test. I know. So anyway, congratulations to the Mormon Church and Primary Children's Hospital. This is the Bard coming to you from Australia, Kangaroo City. It's a hell of a drive to St. George and Salt Lake, but it was worth it. And you guys did a great job. Thank you so much.